Ashley with All Country News, and I'm here with Grayson Rogers. How are you doing today, Grayson?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. So you said you got started in the music industry right out of high school. So we all changed so much in that time frame. So I wanted to know how you think your sound and your perspective have changed since then.
I think my sound has definitely matured over the years. I think it's now blossoming into 100% who I am. You know, a lot of times young artists, they'll go through, phases where they're playing the game and they're just trying to put out stuff that fits the market. And I definitely did that for a little while. And pretty much, I would say pretty much all artists go through that phase until you finally just say, you know what, I'm going to do what I want to do. And so right now my music is the most me and I've ever been. My sound is the most mature it's ever been and the most me it's ever been. And I'm definitely excited about it.
Do you feel like there was a certain point where you were like, okay, I need to pivot from doing something that was like more mainstream to something more personal?
Yeah. We had a good mentor here in town. He's super successful. He's been really a godsend as far as advice goes. And he told me something interesting. I want to say it's almost 2 years ago. He said, in order to get people excited in the country music industry, you either have to be just out of this world, insanely great, meaning if you're like Carrie Underwood, you better be better than Carrie Underwood, or you need to be really good and different. And I just started thinking, I was like, well, I definitely am not no Carrie Underwood or, Eric Church or anything like that. And so I started thinking, I was like, man, I'm just going to go back to me in my music, as long as you stay true to yourself in music and in life and whatever it is, it's always going to be different than the person next to you because no one is you. And so I just started doing that and taking that approach to my music after, our friend told us that. And I'm super grateful that he offered that advice because it has altered me back into what I want to be doing as far as music goes.
Do you ever feel like you have released a song and then there's something that you wish you would have added?
I don't know about added, but I will say that there are songs that I've released before that I wish I could go back and, maybe cut the vocal differently or, say a certain line differently, or to be quite honest and frank, because that's how I am, not release it at all, but that's part of the artist journey is, just releasing songs and going back a year or 2 years later and being like, well, I'm glad I've grown from that.
Which artist or band would be your dream collaboration?
People always are kind of mind blown when I say this, but and a lot of times people are like, who's that? But the band and singer Chris Daughtry. I was 10 or 11 when he was on American Idol, and at that point in time I was only allowed to listen to country music and Christian music. And so when he came on American Idol, I loved his style and his voice and followed his journey. And as soon as he released his first record, I asked my parents, I remember I was like, can I get this? And they were like, what kind of music? And I was like, it's rock. And I think they like checked it out or whatever, and they got it for me for Christmas. And I've just been following his journey and his music career ever since. And he's still putting out, I don't know, some people don't know, but he's still putting out killer records. He's just, as far as his vocals go, he's just out of this world. He's someone that you just look up to as a vocalist. So definitely Chris for sure.
Grayson, thank you so much for chatting with me today. It was such a pleasure getting to know you, and I can't wait to see what you come out with in the future.
Of course. I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
You can't be saying I'm fake now. I was born